Shamps and giggles. History, news, views, and reviews from a black perspective. Shamps and giggles back for 2024. Oh my lord.
Frankie Beverly. As we continue to give tribute. Do you know what I'm saying to myself? I'm saying to myself, masquerade party, when it then? January.
Hurry up, it's too long away, it's too far away.
Sell out.
It's too far away.
You want to hit the dance floor now?
Yeah, sell out.
It's sell out. I mean, when's that? What's the details?
January the 4th, down in Kilburn, London. Shamps and Giggles celebrating some Christmas and New Year's lit and a birthday treat to D. You know
everything I go on that night there. Everything. New Year, Christmas, birthday, everything.
Nice.
It's
gonna be nice.
Wow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
By the way, Kid, you said something about our feature discussion. What was it? Because there was so many.
Yeah, there's so much. One was Great Ormond Street.
The child mutilation.
The child mutilation.
I think we're not going to spend long on that one. Let's talk about that one real quick. The child mutilation. I mean, levels of foolishness are so high. Great Ormond Street, the tried and tested. I've been there myself, and then you learn how they work and how they operate. What actually happened then?
Yeah, what it was is a consultant that was famous there for helping the children recover and doing their operations and so on. He decided, well, it transpires now when they've looked into it, because a lot of the patients' parents were complaining that they didn't understand what was going on. They're going for one thing and then it's another thing that's happened and he's done. So it's only recently, within the last month or so, it's come to light, but they've been doing this report to check into him. And the consultant's name is Yasser Jabbar, which is Jabbar. And they say he's the ex-consultant there now because he jumped ship a while back and doing a practice in Dubai. You know?
Oh, he's out the thing. Yeah.
He's out of the country. However, they're now looking back 700 cases that he's operated on children.
Yeah.
You know?
721. Yeah.
Yeah. And they're saying that at least 22 children out of the 39 cases that they looked into so far, and they're going through 700.
Right.
So, you know, and they've worked out that 39 cases looks as bad as it comes to a degree of harm to those children.
This rogue, he stopped. This is he stopped treating patients in 2022. So that's 2 years ago.
Yeah.
We're obviously finding out about this now. I mean, the damage has more than been done. And he's gone on to do 2 years more damage somewhere else.
Possibly. Yes, that's correct. And the reason why I say this before other people come in with comments is that he must have been quite famous and well knowledgeable in Great Ormond Street Hospital, because he managed 700 operations in that time. 700. And some of them, as some people know, he mutilated, and well, I'm not going to use that word. I would say amputated children's limbs, which didn't need to be amputated. He's done other serious things to children.
Pinky, your hands up. You know what? Oh, go on.
Pinky.
No, the thing about this is that it's hard to even believe that 700 operations he's done. So for me, all of them is questionable. All of them operations look like it stands out as questionable. So if you've been taking off limbs of children, oh my God.
Yeah,
You know,
it might have been necessary because
It wasn't.
No.
Necessary.
Wait. You can't even say now. You see, look, rogue surgeon, rogue. You know, they've used the word rogue.
yeah,
So that means he never had no compassion.
I can't
You
imagine.
don't know that 700. Gee,
Can't imagine putting it on the
I can't even believe
operating
that
table,
with our system.
and they
I
don't.
can't believe this system allowed this to even. Well, it's private, yeah.
Well, Pinky, you're right. He's a
So,
consultant. I know you can't imagine it. Imagine he's a consultant, one of the top people, and he's doing that. So and as you said, Pinky, you ain't gonna know. The consultant's telling you your child needs this, that, and the other.
Keith, mate, Keith. It's not a lie. I mean, Keith.
so wait a minute. So he's not actually. No, wait a minute. So he's not actually removing it. He's the consultant that tells the people to remove it.
No, he's the consultant surgeon. So he's telling you it's
Who's
like
removing it?
Yes.
Mm.
Yes, when it's not necessary.
Yeah. The parent.
And no second opinion there.
No,
there was
it don't work like that, Pinky. It just doesn't work like that.
No. Yeah,
You
you
go
can
to
have
the
a
hospital.
consultant. Hang on a minute. Go on.
If you go to the hospital and the
Say what
doctor
you're gonna
says no more monkeys jumping on the bed, that's it. That's it. There's
No,
no second
I'm
opinion.
sure Leisha would say that. My understanding, if you have a consultant, so the consultant is also the surgeon as well. That's what you're saying to me, yes?
Mm. He's the one that makes the decision. You know, when you're in the hospital bed, you get the nurses coming
Yeah,
on.
right.
It's
So
not
what
until
I'm
the
saying is,
consultant, the
there was
doctor
not.
comes that
So where's
anything
the
happens.
second? So there was. It's just his opinion. It's just there's no second opinion now.
But
You're saying
there's no, unless you're going to leave the
understand.
hospital, go somewhere else. That's it. When you go to the hospital, the doctor comes and that's it. There's not no third and fourth and fifth people trying to get your attention. The doctor comes in, says, "La la," looks at the clipboard, writes what he writes.
No. At least there's a Well, I thought that when you have a consultant, okay.
Yeah, that's what they're called.
I'm
When
a bit
you
confused.
go to hospital.
I think I'll wait till Alicia come in, but I think I know what Pinky's thinking. Two types of consultant. She's thinking when you're sitting in a room,
Right.
oh, you may need this, you may need that. But this one that Joe and us talking about, he's a consultant surgeon. He's the top. He's looks at the chart and says, "You've broken your leg, your fever's broken, you need an operation, and this is what I'm going to do."
Right.
And that's what he's telling the parent. So if you think of yourself, you broke your arm, it's snapped, and he says, "This is what needs to be done." I'm the consultant, the surgeon that's doing it. He marks your hand out, and he says, "That's where we're going to drill into. That's what we're going to stitch." Off you go.
You're done. You're done. Your arm's coming off.
Yeah.
Whatever he said, that's what's happening. Yeah. Unless you're one of them rich and famous and you say, "Hang on a minute, let me go and get a second opinion." But 90.
So can I ask a question? Was that all on National Health Service or was that all on private?
National Health, of course.
National Health. Great Ormond.
National Health.
Of course.
Yeah. Great Ormond Street.
That was on
England. It's England. Nobody's paying.
Yeah, it's Great Ormond Street.
Great Ormond Street is also private.
Yes, this is children. This is National Health.
Yeah, that's National Health. National Health.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Private people, now they probably got a different somebody else. This is on the National Health. Look, the parent told us on their times, Leisha, if you unmute yourself, after a couple of days, the frame became loose and my child was in a lot of pain. And you could feel the bone in his leg, which fell out of position. It was like it wasn't lined up and was protruding the wrong way. We tried to raise our concerns repeatedly through the official complaints procedure, copied the clinical director into many emails, but heard nothing back. Come on, seriously. Leisha?
I think the NHS have got a lot to answer for this.
I mean,
the problem is that Pinky, the consultant surgeons are top tier, and generally the people in hospitals will bend over backwards for consultant. What they say, their word is final. I mean, these people, they are experts in their field. They've written papers. They do talks. People, they write. They teach other doctors to become
But I didn't think that
consultants. They are the top tier. They are the creme de la creme. Yeah.
But I didn't think that they still carried out procedures. I thought a consultant would be just to consult, and then they pass that on to the actual surgeon. Would be
no, the consultant is
because he sounds like he's got two roles.
No. The consultant is a top tier role in the medical
field, right?
Field, yeah. So the consultant would also they're specialized in a particular area. So there might be an orthopedics consultant surgeon. There might be an ophthalmic, they might be a gynae, they might be, hip and knee, they might be brain, they might whatever they might be, but they're specialists in a particular area. But the thing is that for 700 odd children that he had operated on, and if these patients had been experiencing a lot of pain or there may have been problems afterwards, why didn't this hospital do anything about it? Why was it just caught after 700? It makes no sense.
Yeah. Listen, you know what's really, this is so upsetting. We're going to move on very, very soon. Yeah. But as Keith says, that surgeon, his word is it. And that's the power that they wield.
I think that's where I think that's wrong.
That's what it's what happens. When you go to the hospital, it's going to happen to you.
Personally, there should be always a second. There should. I always thought. Maybe I'm being ignorant. No, wait. Please let me.
We'll give you a moment.
I need to understand that. I always thought with a consultant, right? You can still have. Like there's not just one consultant, you've got more than one consultant that you can. I always thought that you could have a second opinion within the same place. You don't have to go. Okay, that's just one person taking.
No, you get the. So what happens is you go to your GP, and your GP is a general practitioner, and then afterwards what happens is then what they do is refer you, and then what you do is you go to specialists who will do the investigation services. Take your bloods and do your x-rays, yada, 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 all that stuff. And then that's when you see the consultant. And then the consultant will sit down and tell you about what the problem is. So you've already gone through a number of different medical professionals to get to this consultant.
Right.
So now you're in front of the top tier, and he's looking at all your results, all your history, and he's making a decision as to what he's going to do and if he's going to perform a particular surgery to help you. And that's where it's got to. So this person's already gone
through. But wouldn't that have gone through? So he's the only one that is just looking over because what I'm saying is when it came to the testing to know whether you would amputate a child's leg. So that
he's the one that makes the decision.
He's a decision. How many Binky consultants aren't like finding an administrator. There are very far and few between consultants out there. Like you've got to be very intelligent. Very well educated, very good at what you do. I mean, significantly very experienced at what you do to get to that level. Not everybody gets to that level. So
we're finding out different things now, though, Leisha. Not everybody gets to that level, but obviously there's a couple of idiots at that level
slipping through the net.
Rogues. Yeah. How's this guy? What's particularly upsetting? Here he is.
Yeah.
Here's the guy.
Yeah,
what's
that's him.
Particularly
upsetting? Wow.
That's it. If he was talking to you talk to him after you spoke to your doctor, after you've gone to the hospital, spoke to the admin, the nurse, you've had your blood checked by another nurse, you had your pressure taken, you had everything done to see if you qualify to even have an operation. Somewhere along the line, this guy comes on and they're reporting back to him. And then when he comes and sees you and says, okay, we've seen what's going on. Here's what needs to be done. That's it now.
Yeah.
It's your arms coming, your leg, whatever it is coming off.
Yeah.
That's it. He has the finals.
Look at him.
Has the finals.
I mean,
yeah, but hold on. This is what my point. That's him, right? And that's he doing that great, and sexual display, unacceptable, unprofessional behavior. That's him. But remember, this is common. And when I say it's common, it's so common, right? It has to be said like that. That Netflix has done a documentary.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it's called, where is it called?
Is it Polimo?
Surgeon, Love Under the Knife. And this guy here is the surgeon in the actor. I don't know if he's an actor. Yeah, it's obviously an actor. This guy is the person that's playing the surgeon.
Yeah. And he was a heart surgeon. What he did. Yeah.
He cut parts, pieces out of people's body.
Yeah.
That's what he did. Over years. And they were paying.
Yeah.
And then when he was found out,
he was doing a pig. He was taking parts of a pig and saying this will work, or some sort of mesh. And the wimp, that's it. Your wimp, yes, that's it.
The windpipe. Cut pieces out of people's body and come up with some madness. Real madness. I mean, plastic's not going to have life.
Yeah, plastic.
In the stem cells and all the rest of it. And people, it's written up in books. This guy's the top dog.
But Great Ormond Street.
Ormond.
Great Ormond Street. One of the top hospitals. Yeah, one of the top hospitals in the country.
Yeah.
For that to happen, that just goes to show the lapse.
Well, as I say, when you watch TV now, watch it differently.
In the National Health Service, I just can't even believe that that's happened.
They show it on TV, but this madness, when you see them dead documentary, bear in mind, there's some real people doing this level. Imagine that's your picnic. Leisha, your hand is up. Imagine that's your picnic.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's what I'm saying. It's even hard to comprehend.
1 minute, Pinky. Leisha.
No, sorry, I don't have anything to say. Let Pinky speak. Thank you.
Pinky.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying those parents, to even wake up in the morning just to even hear that news, and those ones that had that, because a mother's gut feeling, when a mother has a gut feeling about something that's happened to their child in a hospital setting, it's like, why? I don't even know how to explain it, but I've seen it. And what do you say? And then they just want to shut you down. And for me, I just think it's so sad that those parents that don't even have no idea wake up to know that their child's limb could have been saved.
Listen. The level here. I mean, there has to be a lawsuit. 700 children.
I can't even believe that someone.
There has to be a lawsuit. Great Ormond Street. Someone's got to pay, because that guy is the guy that tells you what to do, and you trust him. Everybody, when you go to hospital, you trust that guy. And this, forget it. And worse, that they've had a movie about a similar surgeon. So obviously, there's a few surgeons out there doing this madness. I mean, come on. Anyway, if you want to understand more about this, watch that. It's Love Under the, what's it called again? Bad Surgeon. No, yeah, Bad Surgeon. Love Under the Knife. Netflix 2023. To think there's a real life version and they just caught it. I just can't. What else? What's the support or abandon? That is the question.
Yeah. So really and truly, I just thought that I'll bring it to the table about abandonment, or your friend, they're taking the Michael. That's probably a better word for it, the Michael.
Taking the Michael.
So taking the Michael. So or the Mickey or something out of you.
Yeah.
But I just thought we'll mention that because it does happen to us in real life, and I think we know people that it's happened to. and you think to your friends, oh my gosh, how many more times am I going to pay for something for you? You know? So what happened is that this gentleman, and this goes out to the radio listeners, so I'm just going to cut a minute, that don't forget you can catch us on the radio. Yeah.
Oh.
Radio and our YouTube channels and Instagram. Yeah. So we're on radio, Black Culture Radio. This is all internet. So Black Culture Radio on a Monday. We're on Rhythm Connection Radio on a Tuesday. Rock Solid on a Wednesday. Thursday, Black Culture Radio again. Saturday mornings, yeah, Slam Radio. We're on Rock Solid Saturday evening, and we're also on Rhythm Connection Radio on a Sunday, and also Mood Radio. So listen, this is a serious thing. What you find is that you find that you go places, and you find that your friend that keeps you tell him, listen, when we're going out, make sure you can pay your way. You know, because sometimes you get friends that you go to the bar, you're paying for them. You go out somewhere, you're paying the thing. They never go in their pockets, you know, and offer. So what happened is that this gentleman in the UK, his 25-year-old friend saying that, no, he's 25, his friend's 20. He says to his friend, right, we're going out for the weekend. I know you like spending. Put some money aside for our train fare back. Yeah. So he puts the money, he sees his friend puts the money in his bag to say, that is my train fare money. The rest of the £100 is to spend for a nice weekend. So when it comes to the time that you're leaving, you get to the train station, his friend buys his ticket to go, and his mate, the 20-year-old youngster, turns around and says, oh, I've spent the money. I don't have any money to get back. His friend said, no, you have. Don't forget, remember you put it in your bag. So I'm just reminding you. Anyway, his friend turns around to him and says, I spent it. He said, but that's your travel money to get home. He said, yeah, I spent it. Can you pay for my ticket and I'll give it to you? And he said, but you haven't paid me for the other times that you promised to pay me back.
Oh, fool me once, fool me twice.
Correct. So his good friend decides to, you know what? He pushes ticket in the machine. The door's open. He goes through, and his mate is expecting him to pass him some money to get a ticket.
Right.
He boards the train and leaves him there.
See you later. Okay. So what do you do in such situations? Do you support your friend and, of course, buy him a ticket? Let's just repeat what happened there, by the way.
Yeah.
So the friends have gone on a trip.
Yes.
Obviously, one of them knows he's very bad with money. So he says, you know what? I'm going to put this money here so that I have my train fare when we're coming back. His mate says that's a good idea because the last time, obviously, you ran out of money.
Yes.
So lo and behold, they're on their way back now. They've had a wonderful time. They're at the station and, oh, crap, I got no money for the ticket. His friend said, yeah, you do. You remember you put it in the bag. Because remember the last time I had to help you out and the time before that and the time before that. So this time, remember, you put it in the bag and you showed me. Oh, yeah, that's right. But I spent it.
Yes.
So do we support or abandon our friend up in Scotland? Who's got to make, where was it? Scotland? He's got to make his way down.
Yeah.
He's got to make his way down to London.
Yeah.
So do we support or do we carry on about our business? What do we do? First up is Jemmy. Partner things. Go, Jems.
Yeah, best find one lorry driver going to London, blood. That's what I'm saying first and foremost. And I think everyone's got a one friend like that that always don't have enough or don't want to have enough or just trying to keep their money. I would have left him too.
You'd have left him.
Because I am not coming out of my house without my fare to get home. Don't care where I'm going. Yeah. Anything could happen. Yeah. The person you came with could have had to split and they didn't have time to tell you, and you're trapped somewhere where you don't know and you got no money. No. You must, as the women, what do the women call it? Vex money.
Gotta have some of
That's
that.
what the ladies say. Ask any lady when she got her vex money. So if the boyfriend or the date messes up, she can still get her backside home. Yeah. But no, it's a liberty, and I think he did the right thing. I would have left him.
You'd have left him with Alicia.
Yeah, like I put in the chat, the man's like got like they come out like T-Rex with their short arms, long pockets. Yeah. Because from the time if you leave your house without any money, or you leave your home, you go with friends and you spend all the money you have, and you know that you're far from home. You're so far from home that you need a plane to get back. That's how far you are. And you have no money to get back on a train from, where was it? Scotland to where? London?
London,
yeah. Yeah, that's quite a far journey. I mean, it's not a short walk down the road, is it? You and yourself are abandoning yourself because you've decided that, in actual fact, you don't want to get home. So the person who decided that he was going to leave his friend to work out how he's going to get home, yeah, I think that he needs support. The guy who's been stranded needs to put his big boy pants on and work it out himself.
Wow, that's a lot to work out.
Yeah,
get his thumb out and money. Yeah,
get his thumb out and start thumbing so he can get his hitchhike on with his T-Rex arms.
Hold on a minute, Keith's got more to say. He's got his hand up. Go on, Keith. What are you saying?
I've got more. What's happened also now is because the friend has abandoned him, left him at the station, the man has called his brother and said, John has abandoned me at the station. I cannot get back home. Can you come and pick me up? So his brother gets in his car because he's fuming. How could your friend do this, that, and the other?
Right.
Drives up there, 3 to 4 hours.
Right.
Drives up there, picks him up, gets into my car. He tells him what's happened, and he said, "Okay, you wait till I speak to Paul." He gets Paul on the phone, and he says, "You are bang out of order for leaving your best mate stranded at the station. That's no friend. That's no good friend. You're not a very good friend to him."
Right. Yeah. Well, you know what though? I mean, we have to play devil's advocate because abandoning him, you're leaving him to the elements. Wouldn't it be better to not travel with that person knowing what he's like? So in other words, help him out this final time and never travel with him again. Alicia's hands up.
Yeah. Can I just add a caveat to that?
Mm-hmm.
I would only do that to a guy, not to a woman.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't do to a woman. I wouldn't leave a woman stranded. So if
that's a different
guy, yeah, if it's a man, absolutely, you're going to be stranded. You're going to be left. I don't care if it's raining. Like you're not gonna. I'm not gonna stand there waiting with you while you try and work out how you're going to get some coins together. You should have had coins together from day dot. But I think that it's really rude of a brother to call his friend to say, "You're a bad friend. Why did you leave my brother stranded in the middle of nowhere with no money?" I think what the brother should have said was, "What to his brother? Why don't you have any money? I mean, you don't have a card. I mean, couldn't you even call up your bank and ask them for a emergency pin so you can type in your? I mean, that means that you're cleared out. You've got no. That means
Timbrock.
You ain't got no money. Like if you listen, if you lose your,
some people travel like that though.
Joe.
Travel like that.
Joe. Right? We all know in here. If we lose our wallets tomorrow, or card, or purse, or whatever, all our great belonging card or plastic friends are gone missing. We can call the bank and say, "We need to get some money out. Can you give me a pin?" Go through the security and say, "Right, we're going to text you a code. This is going to be a code." And you go to your bank and you type in the code, and voila, you've got a bit of money come out the machine.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. We all did not know that.
You
Okay,
didn't know that?
we did not know that. No, and
You
I don't
didn't
think
know
I'm
that?
the only one. I can't just call my bank and ask them for money without any verification.
No, you can. You can call them up and say you've lost you're stranded. You've lost your. What bank are you with? What bank are you with,
I was
Joseph?
stranded in another country.
NatWest
It
does
never dawned on my brain to think I
can.
could call my bank
You
after I
can.
lost my card.
Yeah,
Overseas.
you can. Yeah.
Overseas.
And what do you put in the machine then?
No, you put in a
PIN
pin.
number.
What they do is they give you a pin, an emergency pin,
4-digit
and
PIN
you
number.
and you take the money out.
So
PIN
an
number.
emergency pin can cause you to take money out of the cash till without
Yeah.
a card.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
They ask you how much you
Wow.
want to take out.
yeah. How much do you need? How much to
Wow.
get where you want to get to?
Hey, Joseph, if you put your pin in backward with certain banks, it won't give you no money because that's a sign that someone's making you take money under duress.
No way.
Yeah.
How do people find these things
Technology.
out? How do people find these things out? Put your pin in backwards. It won't give you. And call
And it will
the
send the
bank
police to your location.
and send the pin backwards. That's a good one. Well, it's good to know. Oh, you're under duress.
That
Anyway,
might be.
it's good that we're on radio. I would bet money a lot of people did not know that. I would bet money a lot of people didn't. I mean, who would even think? Who did it happen to you?
What, me? It's happened to me. Yeah, it's happened to
Did
me.
it happen to you?
Yeah, I lost my card. Lost
Who
my
are
card.
you with, NatWest?
Yeah, NatWest.
And
Yeah, I know. NatWest been doing that for years, Joseph. Years.
And how do you call them? Because the number's on the back of the card.
You can find it online.
Oh,
Or you can
just
find it at the cash till. You can find it on the machine. You can find it at the cash till, the telephone number.
I have lost my card abroad more than once. Never did it even dawn on me. I can just call the bank.
Yeah.
Never dawned on me. Amazing stuff. Okay, well done. Jemmy.
Yeah.
God,
No, with the new twist that Keith's just added, but the brother, first and foremost, the brother's an idiot. Why you never just send him some money and make him get on the train and come back? Why is he driving all the way to Scotland? So he's my damn idiot anyway. But his brother, his mate did not abandon him. He abandoned himself, yes? Or he was trying to spend his brethren's money for his brethren. Yeah? Remember, we already said we are going to put the money, sir, for when we come back. What they should have done was just bought a return ticket and done.
They should have, would have, could have.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I would pay for the ticket. It's only a ticket, isn't it?
Well,
I would pay for the ticket.
What Dion said to me was, Dion said she would pay for the ticket to get them home and never go anywhere with them again.
Correct.
No.
Correct.
But
I would be worried if I left somebody.
I'd do the same for a woman.
Yeah, but if I left somebody, I would be worried about you. I would just be. Now you're worried about it. You're on your way home.
I'm not worried, Joe. I'm not worried because you abandoned yourself. We both put the money aside. We both put the money aside for our return fare. But because you counting my money to get you back home, and it's nothing more than that. You're counting on my money to get you back home. So you're so counting on my money. You're blasé, spend off all your money, and then talking about train station, you're broke. See ya. They got free hot dogs in first class today. Bye.
People.
And I don't care if you're a man, a woman, a five-legged spider, me no business. Just for the simple point of, we both agreed this is what we're going to do with this amount of money to secure our return home.
Yeah. Sad to say, people do that. And I bet everybody in this room knows somebody who does that. And so you have to make a decision before. You've got to make a decision before. Am I going to travel with this person? You know what they're like. So if you're traveling with that person, you've already taken on that responsibility. I mean, everybody's responsible. If something happens to him, the guy who left him is responsible. Why did you leave him?
No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's bloody well not, mate. And I'll tell you why he's not, because he spent his own money. The brethren never took the money and spent it for him. He made a conscious decision, a conscious decision to spend that money with the one thought in his head was, my boy will get me home. Yeah. He's got to be responsible for his own actions. He just spent
the money because he was happy at the time.
No, man. No.
Some
Remember,
people don't think
it's not the first time it's not the first time his brethren had to cover up for him. It's not the first time. It's not the second time. It's not the third time. There is a pattern here.
Yeah.
Because I spend off my money and you always get me home. You always get me home. You always get me home. You stay at the train
pay you
station.
back. Maybe he pays him back.
He never did. Never.
No. If that's the case, you need to state that this is what you want to happen, or this is what's going to happen before we leave our yard. Then I have a choice to say, all right, then I'll cover your fare to get you home, and you can give it back to me on Wednesday.
No.
Or no, I'm not covering your fare. So if you can't got your fare to go there and get back, I can't take you.
No.
But he's made a conscious decision to spend that money. So any actions that happens after that is all down to his choices. And everybody's life is based on the choices that we make.
Everybody's life, but some of us don't make wise choices. Look, Pinky's hand is up. So Pinky's going to
No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. There's a queue. There's a queue.
No, well, we're going to jump past you, because you're the storyteller.
All right, go on,
Pinky. Let me go on, Pinky. Pardon?
So I've listened to all of you lot, and I'm saying, if you know that this is a friend, okay, I believe that you should be able to talk to your friend. You should be able to say things, all right? So if I know that that's my friend and that's their pattern, and they put the money already in that bag, that money ain't going in the bag when you're with me. Give me the money. I'll hold that money, please, for you. You ain't getting the money. You're giving me the money.
Valid point. Valid point.
So if I'm going out with my friend and I know I've got a friend, look, I've got friends. I don't drive. All of my friends drive. The majority of my friends them drive. And I had my bona fides my ride and die, who will come pick me up no matter what. I don't take liberties. I always make sure that I put a little petrol in their car. You've got to be mindful. So if you've got a friend, because we know that there's friends out there, like you said, who don't want to put their hands in their pocket, who tell you some long story about this, that, and the other. It's really about how mindful are you? You understand? That is really what it's about. So if I can't say to my friend, listen, I'm not carrying this week, come on and give me some money, want to give me some petrol. If I was a driver, I think that's how I'd be able to talk to my friends. Want to come, help, contribution. Even if I know there's people that would never want to take money for petrol, but sufficient to know that you should always offer. So the friend, for me, his friend has gone to the place. Yes, your friend, and you know that he's going to spend off all his money. No, don't fool me and tell me that money's going in the bag. And then when we get back to the train station, because that's how I'd be thinking. You ain't going to put that on me. Listen, give me the money. Give me the money.
So, Pinky, what you're showing is that bear in mind that he's a friend, so you know him.
Yeah, and if I'm calling
you know
them
what they're
friend,
like, you're going to take the money straight away.
Yeah.
Rather than putting your bag,
yeah, I'll take that money.
And I got
because they're my friend, and I should be able to say to them, stop taking liberties. Can I have something towards something? And they shouldn't feel a way about it, because you're going to feel a way when I leave you at the station, yeah?
Right.
Yeah?
Right.
And I wouldn't do that. So before I could get to that stage, because that's, for me, that's kind of like really low still, right? To leave someone at the station, no, you're not putting me in that situation to even do that. Give me the
there
money.
You go.
Because
you're involved.
Yes. And I knew
involved.
You had
From
that
you gone
money.
with him.
I'm taking that money. You're not putting it in no bag to fool me. You're not tricking me. Give me the more.
Yeah.
Give me the money, cause the drink that's top load.
Right. The drink. See, when people got their problems, the money has to go to the problem.
Yeah, when the man takes the drink takes the man. So you just need to understand that with everybody across the board. It's such an old Chinese verb. When the man takes the drink takes the man. You can't say nothing to somebody after that. They're unstable.
Unstable.
So why would you, before they even get to that stage, give me the money in my bag? It will stay in my bag. Because I know I know that the drink ain't taking me because I ain't taking the drink.
See there? I agree with you wholeheartedly, Pinky. You know the person, know
and
what they're
not
like.
putting me in no
so
situation
you
to
see
make
them
me
coming.
feel bad that I had to leave them. Because supposing something happened to them, and then you're going to leave that on my conscience? No, sir.
And Jamie, where's
Not
your
my conscience?
What Jamie was saying before, leaving them, you feel no way. But here it is, the guy in the story left his friend, and then the friend's brother is calling that guy and saying, how could you leave him? What were you doing?
Well, that's out of order still. Yeah, out of order still. But at the end of the day, he has a point in, supposing something happened to him.
Of course.
You got that left on your conscience. No, you're not putting me in that situation before that. Listen, let me tell you something. Friends, you call a friend. Friends. You should be able to talk to friends and say, look,
here's the situation. La 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 la.
Yeah. Let me take this for this, yeah? So that we're safe to go back home. Come on. You've got to be mindful.
From you've gone out together, you are responsible. Some way, somehow, you're responsible. People are going to look at you.
And they left together. They left together. To me, that's why, so like if I go, back in the day when we used to go out, we used to make sure everybody get home. You're not in those them little slapdash girls that like to go off and find a man, them, and next minute, whoops, you're gone. We know nobody don't know where you're there. You understand? Because you've got to know where people are, and you've got to be able to be responsible in that way. So what you do is you collect the cab fare, collect the money before.
Now it's interesting because
I don't think that's nothing wrong with anybody asking about that.
With regard to this comment, most people said similar things. Absolutely, just leave him. But a few people, like one person said, you should have known from before, because if he took your money, if he made you pay for him before, you should have known, and therefore not travel with him again. Or know that if he's that kind of person and you're traveling with him, like you, because as soon as you travel with the person, you sign up for what that person is like. As soon as you travel with them. So maybe you're traveling in the hopes that they've changed, but if they've not, well, you signed up for it, isn't it? So it's once you're with someone, it's a two-way street. Everyone's 50% responsible. No two ways about it.
I'm still disagreeing, Joe.
I know, but you might disagree, but the fact of the matter is you're still responsible. Even a car in a car crash.
Okay, let me give you a scenario. Them same two guys, right? Them same two guys, yeah? Everything happens exactly the same, yeah? But when they get to the train station, my boy meets a girl, the one who ain't got money to get his fare home, yeah? He meets a girl, and he goes off with the girl, doesn't get on the same train as the other guy, yeah? And something happens to him. Is it my boy's fault who's on the train?
No, well, he hasn't left him then, has he? He's gone off with a girl.
He made a different decision.
So
no,
what's the difference?
No. That's different.
When he spent that money, yeah, not only did he abandon himself, yeah, he disrespected his brethren, because now your brethren's now got to make decisions that he shouldn't be having to make.
No,
and just imagine. Remember, you guys said they are in Scotland, yeah. What must have been going through that brother's head to say, do you know what? Enough's enough. I'm leaving your skin in Scotland now, because you take the MIC. You know what I mean? You take the liberties, bruv.
He might have had a short fuse. That's all.
No, I don't think he had a short fuse, because it's not the first time, it's not the second time, it's not the third time. But at the end of the day, for Jemmy, yeah, if you spend that money, when you spend that money, you're just broken our friendship contract anyway, because now you want to spend my money, because you're saying Jemmy's going to get me home. That's all you're saying. I don't care anything else in the world you want to talk. From you spend that money and me and you are rolling, you've said to yourself, I can spend my money, Jemmy's going to get me home. And growing up's not supposed to do that.
That's what friends are for.
No, because Joe, if me and you go somewhere, I'm going to say to you, Joe, I want to come, but hear what, Joe? I've got enough money to survive the weekend, but I might need that £25 to get the train fare home. Can he lend it to me till we get back? Now, if
No.
you lend me that money,
I'd say
and
no.
I still don't have fare to get home, would you wait for me?
No, well, because I know you, I'd say I won't lend you. I'll just pay your fare. That way, I've eliminated that situation.
But don't you see the difference there? We've made an agreement. I've spoken to you before we've even left
But he
London.
can't be trusted. The guy who's done it before, he can't be trusted with money. So when from him saying he's going to put it in the bag, obviously you can see he's got a problem. He's got a problem.
Well, he's been trusted to Scotland's Edinburgh station. He better do some back moves or some busking or some soca dancing.
Anyone can see the guy's got a problem. He can't manage money. So when you're traveling with, it's like, it's happened, isn't it? Somebody went away somewhere, and then the person they went with ain't got food, ain't got money for food. Like, what? You traveled with no money for food? Who does that? What, now you expect me to feed you? People do things. People do things. Leisha's got a hand up. People do things. So, you know, if you know who you're traveling with, the onus is on you to take that into consideration and be aware. Where did Leisha go? She disappeared.
I'm still here. I just thought put it down, because I think that is a lack of respect for the person that you are traveling with, in that you presume that they're going to save you or be there to bail you out. Yeah. And that just shows how immature that individual is. I think that, yeah, we help our friends out 100%. You know, you're not going to leave your friends stranded. But when it becomes a pattern where they do it, they're doing it intentionally. And when somebody does something intentionally to really put you in a position that you yourself may not have the money to bail them out. You might actually be taken from Peter to pay Paul to bail them out at some point, possibly if you're going away with each other, and the other person hasn't got the money to support themselves. I think that's just bang out of order, and it puts you in a very difficult situation, and your friendship in a very difficult situation. So they don't respect you, they don't respect the relationship.
Now, here you go.
And they don't respect themselves.
Hold on. You said it very well there, that you're away with your friend. Now, then you think they're disrespecting, but if you didn't have money, so now that means two Brock people have traveled. Anything can happen, right? Someone's got to have money management.
If there's two Brock people traveling together, yeah, you better make sure you pull a stick from a tree and you start trekking. That's what you need to start doing, because nobody's getting home on public transport. This isn't 1970s, 80s. You can fare skip. No. It's different now. So,
So if you're traveling, you know, two Brock people shouldn't travel together. Really, they shouldn't. Someone's got to have money. Whoever's got a little bit more money is going to have to be someone's got to be the responsible person between the two. These things do happen, and obviously we've got to care for everyone. So the best thing is don't travel with them. Get them home, but don't travel with them again, because you're very clear from the first time it happened, or second time, or even if it was 3 times, like that guy must have been clear that if I travel with this friend, there's a very good chance he's not going to have the money to get back. He's going to run out of money, something else. But we must continue on. Piggy, final say.
Yeah, but you just say to your mate, give me your money. What's wrong with saying, give me your money first? Because you know that they got an issue, they got a problem.
They obviously have a situation.
Yeah, you know that they've got a problem. Yeah. What is wrong with saying to them, okay, we're going to be doing, you give me a tenner, or you give me £20, that's your fare. All right, love? All right, son? That's what I'm saying. What's wrong with saying that? I don't understand.
And so he has a problem. That guy has a problem. He can't handle difficult conversation. Maybe it's a difficult conversation.
Well, that's what I would say to his friend. He can't handle that to his friend. So what he did was he avoided the behavior and left him. What he should have done was confronted him from, you know what he's doing. So why would you allow him to put the money in his bag? I'll take the money. That would be me. Pinky would say, I'll take the money because I know that I'm the responsible one.
Someone's got to be.
And that money will be put away.
No,
people don't
absolutely.
do that no more.
Totally agree.
People don't do that.
But we do have to digress and continue on. Basically, both of them, they're responsible. You go with someone, you should come home with said person unless something happens. To abandon someone, it will not look good. It will not look good. It's just not a good fit. Better you just don't travel with them because you know what they're like, than to travel with them, find out, and then be in the mix, because now you're in the mix with them. So better
be up front and take the money.
Yeah.
Ask them for the money.
So Keith, what happened to Beyonce?
Yeah, well, this is it. With Beyonce, she was, you know, as she did the country song, and it won lots of praise and
Cowboy Carter.
That's it, and won and globally, lots of people purchased that song, either streamed it or purchased the actual CD of it. Made millions, record breaking.
Yeah,
they did a country music awards evening or an event where she got snubbed at this award event. So much being, reason is that her song, which was sung millions of times and purchased millions of times, didn't get nominated once. Not once. No one nominated it.
No, it's the who nominates? The judges, not the people, right?
I think it's the people. The people. It's not just the judges. The nominations come from. I think it's like, you know, like the ITV, and they had the TV awards just recently. And Anton Deck keep winning person that or presenter of the year or something like that. All the time, won it for 23 years, and Alison Hammond was in the mix as well as a presenter. She didn't win. So every year it's going to the same old Anton Deck. Anton Deck
have been running for 20 odd years. How? Yeah. That's got to be a fix.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, who's voting? That's my take. I saw that. That was yesterday, right?
Yes.
So, Golden Globe, what was it? Golden Globe?
It was a TV awards.
Foolishness, best presenter.
Yeah.
And every year, they should be embarrassed. They should be embarrassed to show up.
Yeah.
For you to have won 23 years in a row, it's got to be that the thing's real.
Yeah, every year.
Yeah, how can that be?
It's a CMA, Lisha, professional member vote in the Country Music Awards. So the CMA, okay, so let's go back to that CMA. So the CMA then, none of them nominated Beyonce. However, they nominated a person that was racial in their presence and got banned from that awards last year, or it was the year before. They made them come back. They got nominated and they won ahead of Beyonce.
So they put an idiot
in
place of
somebody
who didn't qualify, really.
Correct.
And hold on, let's just have a wee look at this real quick, and then we'll come to
Alicia. Yeah.
So why was Beyonce snubbed at the Country Music Association Awards? Experts cite a few reasons. That's just going to take a minute or so. Let's just have a look.
Country Album of the Year, with Queen Bee becoming the first Black woman to hit #1 on Billboard's Country Albums chart and the Hot Country Songs chart with Texas Hold'em. But despite her record-breaking success, the superstar singer was shut out of this year's Country Music Awards with not one nomination.
That's what makes this so shocking, because Beyonce did put a huge spotlight on country artists, both past and present.
Although she originally said this ain't a country album, this is a Beyonce album, the snub sending shockwaves across the Beehive.
To not nominate her is a slap in the face.
At least one nominee sending support. Rising star Shabuzi, nominated for 2 CMAs, praising Beyonce, who featured him on 2 Cowboy Carter tracks, for, quote, giving us one of the most innovative country albums of all time. But this isn't the first Beyonce CMA's controversy. Back in 2016, she performed her song Daddy Lessons with the Chicks and received an icy reception, a moment she seemingly suggested was the inspiration for Cowboy Carter. Writing on Instagram in March, it was born out of an experience that I had years ago where I did not feel welcomed. The CMAs has been criticized in the past for a lack of recognition of Black artists. Last year, Tracy Chapman became the first Black woman in history to win a Song of the Year CMA for the Luke Combs cover of her 1988 hit, Fast Car.
This is just fueling the ongoing conversation around the landscape of country music and how it's been slow to celebrate and accept women and Black artists in general.
We have reached out to Beyonce and the Country Music Awards for comment and have not yet heard back. Beyonce may have been shut out of the CMAs, but she's among the top nominees for the People's Choice Country Awards, airing here on NBC later this month. Queen Bee is also...
Wow. Well, there you have it. Leisha, your hand is up. What more can be said? Is it racist? Is it that they want her to bow down to their whatever? Country music, beautiful music, loved in Texas and them surroundings. You know, huge concerts they have in the open field, hundreds of thousands. I mean, literally 100,000 people will show up to the field, and it's just a massive field. So she was shut out. Where's Leisha gone? What was you going to say? And you know, she has no comment. They have no comment. It just is what it is. D Naturals, your hand is up. Not the things. Leisha's
yeah, hi. For me, I do think it's racist, and I think her song was good, but I think they're scared. I think they're scared if they allow her to win or nominate her, it's going to open the floodgates for everybody else to do so. And I think they're quite cliquey, and they just want to keep it with themselves, amongst themselves. They don't want Black people coming in and taking over, because we're creative, we're talented, and if they let her in, that's it. That's what I think.
I agree with you in that she will dominate.
Yeah.
And they don't want that.
And others will follow. Others will follow, saying, "No, she can do it, I can do it," and you get all different people doing country music, because you know it has that soul to it, doesn't it? So I do think they're scared to open the floodgates.
Look, and the problem is, let me see what Leisha says first. Go on, Leisha.
So I'm really sorry, my mouse wasn't working properly. Okay. I was going to say that country music is Black music, basically. It just so happens that the white population have taken it over. And the thing is, there's a lot of Black country singers, female country singers.
Yes.
What makes it different about Beyonce is that she can galvanize such a huge following that it may actually, they're frightened that it may knock them off, and it will change the face of how they want country music to be.
Yes.
I think that's what they're frightened of. Yeah, she knows it, because she's got a huge following, absolutely huge. And do you know what? She's brilliant. So think about it, to prepare for a big world tour, release albums, release hair care, do all this stuff, and she's still hitting number ones.
That's what
in other genres of music. Yeah, they're frightened of her. She's not a triple threat. She's a triple threat, or whatever. She's a threat through and through to them.
Yeah, it's just amazing.
Yeah.
And she's had no comment. They've had no comment. So you just let the situation speak for itself. It doesn't speak well for the CMA. Here's the 2023. This is their board of directors. Am I assuming that it's them that make the decision?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, seriously, and then obviously there are more directors there's a whole list of them. So I don't know if this is, they go through all these people. There's the pictures of these people are not there. But yeah, there's a lot of what's it? Directors at large, lifetime directors, ex officio, whatever that means. But anyway, so there's these four officers. So I don't know if they're the one that make the decision, but anybody looking at this story now really can literally make up their own mind and think what they want to think. So you could think it's a racially provoked situation, or it could be like just the fear factor. We don't want this woman to dominate and knock all of our members off their pedestals and affect their finances. D-Natural's part of the thing.
No, what I was going to say quickly is that I agree with what she's done with the no comment, because knowing Beyonce, I think she's going to come back with bigger and better, and let her music speak for itself. And you know, Alicia's right, you know, country music is black music. And I think they are scared that, you know, with somebody as so powerful in the music industry like Beyonce, you know, she will come and, you know, take it over. So, but I think she's going to come back and she's just going to speak with her music, which I'm hoping she's going to do.
I think that's the best thing. Don't argue. Just let the music, just do your thing, and let them battle it out amongst themselves, because it speaks volumes what's happening now without her having to say a word. Absolutely. Shabs and Giggles. We do this each week. shabsandgiggles@gmail.com if you want to send us an email. shabsandgiggles.co.uk. Visit the website. Be sure to sign the little contact form, and then we can send you the various information regarding our WhatsApp group, regarding our trips, regarding our so many things that we're doing. We love being on the show. We love the conversation. Brilliant conversation. Thank you to all who participated. And of course, all our members in the room. It's just phenomenal to be here each week as we continue to do what we do. Let's go on to do bigger and better and just continue to be amazing. See you next week.